Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. This is Mukesh Soni. Friends, tenses play a very important role in the English grammar, and in this video we'll learn the tenses with the help of the exercises. And before that, let's know which are the three tenses we have in English. There are three tenses we have in English: present, past and future. Each tense has the four aspects: simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Before we deal with these exercises, let's know basically the usage of each tense. Present indefinite, present simple tense speaks about the daily routine, universal truths, habits, process, and the words are here: always, seldom, daily, everyday. They are the indicators. Present continuous tense talk about the action which is going on in the present, and the indicators are here: at this time, now, still. Present perfect tense means to say when the action it has just recently completed and the impact of the action is still alive. So the indicators are here: yet, so far. Present perfect continuous means to say to express the completion of the action as well as the continuity of the action in the present. So since, for, we do use here. Then past simple past tense, when the action talks about the past which happened in the past. So indicators: yesterday, last year, last week, last night, ago, 2 days, 2 days back. Past continuous, which talks about the action which was going on in the past, and the indicators are here: yesterday, at this time, while, when. Past perfect, which talk about the action which completed in the past before the another action of the past. So before or after. So one action got over before the other action. Past perfect. Past perfect continues to express the completion of action as well as continuity of action in the past. So we use here since or for. Then future, simple future, which talk about the action in the future. Future continuous to express the continuity of action in the future. Future perfect to express the completion of action in the future. Then future perfect continuous to express the completion of action as well as continuity of that action in the future by using since or for. So now we will try to understand the each tense with the help of the questions. So simple present tense. So the structure is here: subject plus verbs first form. V1 means to say first form. So Suresh goes to tuition with his friends. So that is Suresh daily habit, daily routine. They do not eat the pizza. Sheila does work hard. Kishore does not wash his clothes. Good boys always speak truth. Shailaja never tells a lie. Why does this child weep now? Does Shashank never tell a lie? Whose book do you read? Sheila sings well. He writes a letter. The sun rises in the east, and she drinks tea every morning. So we have seen here that simple present tense talks about the daily routine, the daily habits, and the habitual action. It also talks about some permanent truths, the permanent facts. The sun rises in the east like oil floats on water. It also talks about the fact which is true when somebody is speaking, like India is a democratic country. It speaks about a situation which always remains permanent. For example, Agra stands on the banks of the river Yamuna, so you cannot change it. It also speaks about the future plan action, means to say Mr. Murthy leaves Delhi at 7 a.m. the next Sunday. So generally, this simple present tense is used even for the commentary also. If you watch cricket match, the commentator also uses the simple present tense. For example, Dhoni passes the ball to Ravi. Ravi throws it right on the stumps, and Manohar is out. So like this, simple present tense is used even in the commentary as well. And even in the newspaper headlines, when the past action is always written in the newspaper headlines, that's written in the simple present tense. Example, like murderers escape from central jail. So this is how the simple present tense is being used. Now, present continuous, the structure is here: subject, b forms is mr plus a verb plus ing. So when the action is going on in the present, They are playing cricket in the field. I'm doing my work. I'm doing the video recording, or I'm recording a video. The peacock is dancing. The moon is shining in the sky. The judge is not hearing the case. His sister is writing the answers. Are you listening to them? Why is she laughing now? The witness is telling a lie. So when you describe any action which is in progress, we use present continuous tense, or as well as the action in progress, but not necessarily while speaking. For example, if I say I'm learning French, it does not mean that I'm learning now. I may go for tuition, I may take a coaching, but it's my continuous process. So I'm learning French, I'm learning Telugu. So another one is here, like when you talk about the future, near future. For example, it is going to rain. It's going to rain. It's a prediction. He's leaving for Mumbai tomorrow. So it's about future action. So this is how we use here present continuous tense. Then present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is very important because present perfect tense talks about a recent past, a past in the present. That means we use here the helping verbs has or have plus verbs third form means to say past participle. Remember, it's a golden rule here. After has or have, if you're using any verb, any action word, it should be in the past participle. For example, I have completed my assignment means to say I have finished, means to say this task is done in the past, but you have the proof to show that I have completed my assignment. That's why we call it here recent past. Past in the present. Present perfect tense means to say past in the present. She has not taken my laptop. She has not taken my laptop. Nitesh has broken this chair. Who has written such an amazing letter? So you have a letter which is already written. That means to say the action is already done, but the impression of this action is still alive. So we mention this kind of action in the present perfect tense. Who has written such an amazing letter? Then why have you not written? Why have you not written? I'm sorry, please add here. Why have you not written a letter to your friend? So past present perfect. Why have you not written a letter to your friend? We have never eaten rice. We have never eaten rice. Third form after has or have, you should use your third form eat, ate, eaten, the past participle. How long have you been in Bangalore? The judge has found the prisoner guilty. Third form, find, found, found. The judge has found the prisoner guilty. Have they ever traveled by train? Travel, traveled, traveled. So present perfect tense we use here has or have plus past participle verbs third form. Now we are moving to present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Here, has or have plus been plus verb ing. This book has not been reading since afternoon. Has not been reading since afternoon. They have been staying in the city for a long time. Means to say the action, present perfect continuous tense means to say the action already started in the past and it is still going on in the present. That's the meaning of present perfect continuous tense. For example, I have been recording this video for the last 10 minutes. So I started this recording of this video before 10 minutes and I'm still recording it. So Payal has been washing her clothes since morning. That means Payal started to wash her clothes in the morning and she's still washing her clothes. It has been raining since last night. Means the rain started. It started to rain. It started to rain. It started rain. The rain started in the last night, and still going on. So we say it has been raining since last night. So in present perfect continuous tense, we use since or for when there is a duration of time, since there's a point of time. Where have you been waiting for me for 2 hours? What has Nitesh brother been doing here for 1 hour? They have been playing hockey for 2 hours. Means to say they started to play hockey Before 2 hours, they are still playing and they may continue to play even after 2 hours. Even after 2 hours, they may continue. Nitesh has been working at Infosys since 2020. That means Nitesh started to work at Infosys in the year 2020. He's still working. He may continue. So we use here present perfect continuous tense, has, have plus verb ing. Has, have plus been plus verb ing. Now we are moving to simple past tense. Simple past tense means any action which happened in the remote past. So Rama, and the structure is here subject plus verb second form. V2 means second form. Rama sang sweet song. They helped the neighbors. It rained heavily yesterday. So which are the indicators? Yesterday, last year, last night, last week, day before yesterday, ago. Nitesh did not fly the kite yesterday. Nitesh did not fly the kite yesterday. So after did not, if you use any verb, you should use always the first form of the verb. For example, in the classroom, sometimes teachers ask you, have you brought your textbook? So many students, they say, sir, I did not brought. It's wrong. I did not bring. After did not, you should use here verbs first form. Now we are moving to the next few more questions. Did Nitesh wash his clothes? See here, we are not telling washed because there's already past indicator is here did, the helping verb did. Did Nitesh wash the clothes? Rashid never went to Jaipur. Palak never saw the Taj before. Who taught you English last year? So indicator is here last year. That's about the past tense. So past tense is used to express the some habitual action which happened in the past or some sort of action which took a period of time. Then to express an action which completed in the past with reference to the time of speaking. For example, the chief minister left for Delhi last week. So now let's have a discussion. Past continuous. Any action which was going on in the past. So we use here be forms was, were plus verb plus ing. So it was raining yesterday. These boys were throwing stones on the frog. What were you doing last evening? Who was teaching you English last semester? We were not going to college yesterday. Who was teasing you yesterday? Teasing you yesterday. So the past continuous tense or the past progressive tense means to say to express an action which was in progress at the time, at the point of time in the past. Means to say I was working in my garden at 10 a.m. this morning. So that is a past. Now past perfect tense. So past perfect tense which happened in the past. Past perfect tense means to say which happened in the past. So here, here what happens, maybe two actions may go together. Head plus verb's third form of the past participle. Here the helping verb is here head, head plus v3. V3 means to say past participle. What is a past participle? Third form of the verb. Go and gone. Gone is third form. So I had finished my homework yesterday or last week. I had already seen this beautiful portrait. My father had read the Ramayana before my mother cooked the food. My father had read the Ramayana before my mother cooked the food. So when the two actions are going on and one action got over, we use here past perfect. Suresh had not learnt his lesson. Then you did not see the red fort after Sita had gone to Agra. What had Sudha eaten before you slept? I had met the teacher before he proceeded on leave. I had met the teacher before he proceeded on leave. So here two actions are here. I had met the teacher, so meeting the teacher happened first. Then afterwards, I had met the teacher before he proceeded. So proceeding for leave was the second action, but before that, the meeting the teacher. He had got the information sometime before. So that is the past perfect tense. Now past perfect continuous. Had been verb plus ing. Had been verb plus ing, past perfect continuous tense. Now here, past perfect continuous tense, Payal had been washing her clothes for 2 days. Means to say a complete action which was going on in the past, a continuous complete action in the past. Payal had been washing her clothes for 2 days. These girls had been singing for a long time. It had been raining since morning. Had you been playing hockey since morning? Had this man been sleeping for 2 hours? Who had been teaching him dance for 2 hours? Then we have here simple future tense. So generally we use will or shall, and we always use the verb's first form. So we shall go to school today. I will pay the tax in March. The class will play hockey in the last period. Will the police not arrest the thief? I will never pluck the flower. Once will go to Mysore tomorrow. So will, shall will always be accompanied by verbs first form. So all the models, 13 models, will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, must, need, they all will be accompanied by the verbs first form simple present tense. Then future continuous, in future some continuous action. So it's always an imagination, a prediction. I'll be going to Pune at this time tomorrow, so we are thinking about the future time. I will be going to Pune at this time tomorrow. They will be playing cricket tomorrow afternoon. Who will be teaching her tomorrow? Will Sunita not be scolding her brother? Then we have future perfect tense. In future perfect tense means something would have happened. Something like sometimes we feel that yeah, I would have done it. Itra marbodo aisa ho chuka hota, something like this. Will or shall plus have plus past participle. V3 means to say past participle. Your examination will have finished by Monday. I shall have learnt my lesson by 5 o'clock. Kamal will have completed this work by tomorrow. Nitesh will not have washed his clothes by noon. He will not have reached your village by Monday. You will not have returned the college before the peon rings the bell. Then future perfect continuous tense will have been plus ing, shall have been plus ing. They will have been watching movie at this time tomorrow. Sorry, watching, I should change it here. Please correct it. It's not travel, watching. They will have been watching movie at this time tomorrow. They will have been traveling to Mysore tomorrow. Tomorrow you will have been writing your examination at this time. Sujata will have been learning her lesson for 3 days. Where will Nitesh have been going to eat food for 2 days? Why will the farmers not have been plowing his field for 2 days? Then now let's try to solve these exercises here. One evening, Elizabeth was 17. She heard she heard a sermon preached by the American Quaker, which changed the whole course of her life. She determined then to dedicate herself to the service of God. So it's completely in the past tense. So verbs second form. The traditional dress of Soliga is B form is very simple. Men wear small jotra. Wearing shirts have become the fashion now, and a shirt is called kavacha. So when you describe something, when you describe any fashion, when you describe a story, when you describe a news, we say always in the present tense. The last exercise. One day, a poor woman called at a doctor's house and asked him if he would come to see her husband who was ill. The doctor readily agreed and went to her house only to find that the man was worn and thin. That thin, that's in the past tense. So, this is how you can practice the present, past, and the future tense. And there are some few golden rules in the tenses which will definitely help you to solve the exercise in the examination. I think even in the competitive examination also. So if you are using has, have, or had, so next to has or has, have, or had, the verb should be always in the third form. past participle. For example, I have gone, I have gone, not I have went, I have gone, third form. And another golden rule is here: after these models, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, next to all the models, there should be always the simple present tense. The verb should be without any s or es. For example, I will go, he would go, he should go, he should eat, he can jump, he could jump, he might, he may jump, it may rain, it must rain. Look at here, there is no rains, there is no s or es. So after these models, the verb should always be in the present tense without any s or es, without any ed or en. Next one is here infinitive to. Next to to, if any verb is appearing, remember I'm not talking about any noun, I'm talking about the verb. If any verb appears here, it should be in the root form in the present tense without any s or es. For example, he went to market to buy, he went to market to buy vegetables. So to buy, to eat, to write, right? So all are without any s or es. After to, the verb should be without any s or es, without any ed or en. Then did not, after did not, the verb should always be in the present tense. Like did not go, did not eat, did not sleep. It should not be in the past tense. For example, did not went, it's wrong. You can see here, it's wrong. Did not went is wrong. Did not go, did not come, did not study, did not bring, did not buy. Look at here, there's no second, there's no s, there's no es, there's no ed, there's no en. So these are the three important golden rules which will help you to solve the questions in the examination with reference to the tenses or with reference to the fill in the blanks with the correct forms of the verbs. Now the last but not the least, there are few verbs which have all the three forms are same, and these verbs will never have ed, will never have en. So never add any ed, never add any en. I'm not talking about s or es, I'm talking about that don't add any ed or don't add any en. All the three forms will remain same. For example, burst, 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 cast, 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 cost, 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 cut, cut, cut. Don't say cutted, cutton, it's wrong. Hit, 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 hurt, hurt, hurt. Put. Don't say putten. It's wrong, absolutely wrong. Put. No change, no ed, en. Let. Put. Repeated. Read, read. Pronunciation is different, but the spelling remains same. Read. Set. Shed. Shut. Don't say shutted. No, it's wrong. People generally say he shutted his mouth. It's wrong. He shut his mouth, or he shut his mouth yesterday. So shut. Slit. Split. Spread. Thrust. So like this, these are the important verbs which have the common three forms. There's no change in the spelling. So friends, this is how I have tried to give you a very brief glance about the verbs, and you can practice when you're reading any of the content, any literature, any textbook. You just underline these verbs and you try to understand the context. You try to understand the context of these tenses, these verbs, then it will be very easy for you to understand these three tenses: present, past, and the future time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Dear friends, thank you so much for watching this video. You can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Please do subscribe the channel, click on the like button for more videos on literature, workbook, pronunciation, grammar, communication skills, presentation skills, interview skills. Stay in tune with Mukesh English. Thank you once again.